Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for January 2024. So I had this whole reading recorded and then the power went out. So let's get into it. So the Two of Wands and the Six of Wands. Now, for a long time, you guys have been feeling kind of stuck when it comes to the way you live your life or shape your life. And it's really felt like you've been going against the grain, you've been going against tradition, you've been going against what others expect of you, what your family expects of you, or the idea of the way things have always been done, this kind of thing. And you want to see yourself thrive. You want to showcase your talents. You want to showcase your way of living. You want to showcase your real value, because that's what a lot of this comes down to, is really contemplating what really is value, what is valuable. It's not just work, it's not just living in the rat race. You want something more. And while it started out as maybe wanting a more fulfilling career or wanting more money, now it has developed into a more philosophical, more spiritual concept, where you're realizing that value is not just about money, is not just about the material, but value is so many other things, beginning with you and what you as a spirit bring into your community, bring into your home, and bring into society as a whole. So it's more than money, it's more than this. You want to showcase your talents, you want to showcase your power, you want to showcase who you really are, and how things that are deemed valuable or deemed the right way of doing things aren't really the right way at all. And you've been kind of working on this behind the scenes. You've been reforming your life, reforming your home, and reforming your ideas when it comes to work. The exploration of, is this what I want to do, or do I want to do something else, or maybe this isn't working out. And you might have many projects on the go and this type of thing. So this season has really been about contemplating that. And now it's time to really make that decision to move forward with something, to have the courage to just put yourself out there in the way you understand and the way you want. Now, there's still a period where you are going to be, in this contemplation of what value really is. And, I feel like for a long time, based on just the foundations of how you grew up, or what was traditional, or what was deemed appropriate for you, you were confined to thinking you have to work, you have to bring in money this way, you have to do things this way. And it was keeping you in a box, when what you really wanted to do is showcase your real value, your real inner value as a person, and define your life that way. So it's really about challenging the expectations of society, and tradition, and what people close to you really expect of you right now. And I feel like a lot of this has been brought on by people in your life either expecting you to do things a certain way, or you putting that expectation on yourself. But through this, through the people in your life that have supported you, or either supported you or tried to convince you to do things another way, you have, had this mirror put up in front of you of what is value to me really? And it is more of a philosophical sort of thing where, on one hand, somebody could be shaming you because you want to make money in a more unconventional way. You want to do something different. You want to change the way you live. You want to move somewhere. You want to do something that is out of the norm for the people that are close to you. And on the other hand, so then you could have thought, I need to be doing more. I'm not bringing in enough. And it makes you feel like a little hopeless, a little distraught, a little, even broke money-wise, because in your heart you want to do all these unconventional things, but everyone or your mind even is telling you, no, you have to do something. You have to do things this way. This is too, and I feel like this is also something that has been a theme for your life for a very long time. It could have been how you were brought up, where you were always really put down for your unconventional ideas and the way you wanted to live, especially if you wanted to do something more artistic or just unconventional in whatever way. But now you've been contemplating this for so long, and you've been thinking about what really brings value, and you can't pretend anymore. You can't, in your heart, want to do one thing and then force yourself into the box of doing another. So some people may have made you feel like you don't bring enough, you're not doing enough in your career, you're not doing enough, whatever. And that can get you down. But then on the flip side, there are people in your life that support you, people that want to grow with you, that are able to help you through this time and are able to support you, even if you're in a situation where you feel like you're not earning enough, or you're in between a career transition, or you're in between, trying to change something about your that was foundational to how you grew up, to your home where you're living, if you are thinking about moving and things like this. And those people supporting you have taught you that, or have reflected to you, that your value is not just what you do for work. It's not just finances. It's a lot deeper than that. There is a deeper connection and a deeper value system that money is only a small external aspect of. So you want to change your life in some way, and you also want to, go against the grain and show people that I don't care if this was the way things are always done. I don't care if I'm supposed to live here or I'm supposed to work in this way. I'm going to do things the way I want to. And there's this strength that you need to pull up now to create this change, to really allow yourself to let go of the past. And a lot of you have been doing this already. You've been living life on your terms, but in the background there was always a bit of these confines of, this idea of value and what you should be doing, and maybe you should be, you know, trying to do something new, but then still keep a bit of the convention there just as like a safety blanket. And now you're really just like, I need to make this decision. I need to take the leap. And I think the only thing that's really stopped you from taking this leap before is the convention of it, the idea that you need to do things a certain way, or maybe you'll be broke, or you're not going to really be providing value and whatever that means to you. But now you have this new understanding, especially as we move forward into the end of the month. You're going to become more and more into this confidence, into this need of, I really don't care. I don't care who's going to fight me on it. I need to make this decision for myself and for my well-being. Now, there could be a bit of financial struggles that go along with this at the beginning of the month. But this financial struggle, it's, when you're thinking about it externally, it's easy to get stressed out. It's easy to not know what you're doing. It's easy to feel like there's too much on your plate. It's easy to feel stuck in indecision. But this Five of Pentacles, this financial struggle, or whatever in your life, especially if it has to do with the relationships, especially with your family or people that you're close to, especially if you're still living at home, or these types of things. This Five of Pentacles energy is really showing you, pushing you to internally realize that this value isn't monetary. It's not about what you bring to the table, let's say. Value is much more deep than that. And through the challenges, when the external world becomes so challenging, it pushes us to go in and create that transformation, which I'm sure you guys know all too well. So the lack in the external world, well, yes, if you focus on it, you can run yourself ragged. You can get stuck stressing, being indecisive, not knowing what move to make. But if you take this opportunity to philosophize about what value actually means to you, to think on it, to think about value, self-worth, what worth you bring into partnerships and what those partnerships bring to you, and how it's a lot deeper than just what people bring to the table, for lack of a better phrase, and to actually have that sense of value and that sense of abundance even when there's nothing there, because you have it within yourself, and you have it, and you understand how your partnerships are a lot deeper than that, and you understand how your career can be a lot deeper than that. So this energy, while it can make you feel stuck and indecisive, is actually a time to go within and tear down these ideas that have been taught to you about how you should live your life, what is traditional. A lot of this could be like ancestral or generational trauma as well surrounding these issues. So, tearing that down from within and contemplating, philosophizing about what value really means and what your value is and how you can really share that with the world. Who cares what the traditional route is to run your house, or what the traditional family is, or what the traditional career path is? You want to do something that actually you can feel confident in, you can feel supported in, and really aligns with what you think and feel. And so this is a time now at the beginning of the month where you're going to be contemplating and philosophizing on this idea of value and this self-concept. And like I said, it's easy to get stuck in indecision when it feels like the external world is just pushing you and pushing you and pushing you, but you're really being prompted to go within and tear down these foundational beliefs that, like I said, could be ancestral, taught to you from childhood. They're core things that need to be teared down, and you need to unapologetically live according to your unconventional values or whatever you're trying to build. Now, yeah, you don't want to get caught in this indecision here. You want to find that strength to move forward in what it is you want, to move forward with the changes you want to make, to live your life the way you want it to live, to construct your home and your lifestyle in the way that you want. This is largely about releasing a lot of wounds that have been put upon you by, either what you were taught through the generations or what society has placed on you, or whatever kind of burden that you've been holding on to that makes you feel like you have to work a certain way or live a certain way or show up in a relationship in a certain way. So this is all about finding your inner value. And through the second half of this month, you're really going to find that there were relationships that mirrored these belief systems that you had to break down, these foundations that you had to break down. And then there were relationships that actually showed you how you are valuable in an unconventional way, how you are valuable beyond monetary, the monetary aspect, and how they bring you value also, and how the relationships you're cultivating now, or your existing relationships that do not put this pressure on you to be a certain way or work a certain way or be a certain person in the world, those relationships thrive and they facilitate this growth because you want to push your life into a new direction. You want to live in a different way. And so the relationships you have now are really going to help facilitate that, and they want to work with you. Now, this is largely about rethinking your personal worth and your value and tearing down and transforming whatever it is that has held you back from feeling that way, that's kept you feeling poor, that's kept you feeling abandoned, that's kept you feeling isolated. And through the second half of this month, going forward with whatever it is you want unapologetically and really letting go of those emotions. There's no more living in two worlds. There's no more doing one thing because that's what you really want and then having to pretend it's another way around family members, or having to hold back what you want for the sake of somebody in your life that maybe you don't even want like that much. Or, if you want to moving because that's what you really feel would help you thrive and that's what you really want, and not holding yourself back because of some kind of expectation that people in your hometown have. So yeah, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles there, which is really, coming into that worth. And as you create this new philosophy for yourself around your self-worth and around what it means to work and what it means to make money and how you can do what you love without feeling like you were struggling, because I feel like that's a big thing too, is like feeling like you couldn't take this creative path and being told like, or you people don't make it in the art world, like you're going to be poor and all this stuff. And philosophizing about what worth actually is and unlocking these deeper aspects of it allows you to really express yourself fully and unapologetically, and in turn the finances reflect that. Your finances are like magnetized to you once you unlock these. You tear down the old traditional belief systems around these things, and you create your own, and you embody your own, and you find that sense of value, and you can bring it into the world, and you attract the money that you wanted, and you also attract the support that you wanted, where in the beginning you may have held back on doing this because you weren't sure if you'd be supported, but the more you walk this path, the more you just go for it, and you're just being yourself unapologetically, the more you find partnerships that actually want to facilitate this growth and support this change, and they want to see you live the way you want, even if that's unconventional. A lot of the times the people you're meeting now could have the same goals as you. They also feel like each of you could benefit from each other in this partnership because you both reflect the same values, and it's a very symbiotic work. It could be a work relationship, a romantic partnership, a marriage, whatever it is for you. But so if you feel like you're struggling at the beginning of this month, know that you are just releasing a lot of old belief systems that have been ingrained in you about how you should live your life, who you should be with, all of these kinds of things that, I feel like for most of your life you've stubbornly did what you wanted anyway, but these were still affecting you at some point, kind of programs running in the background, and you did what you wanted anyway. But now you come up against this glass ceiling where you're like, okay, why do I feel like I'm juggling a bunch of stuff? Why do I feel like the money's not coming in? Why do I feel not unsupported? And it's tearing down those lingering traditions, belief systems, obligations, expectations that's really going to take you to the next level and allow you to break that glass ceiling and move forward in your career throughout the rest of the year. All right, that is what I have for you guys. If you'd like a personal reading, I will link it below, and I will see you next time.